Hey guys, I'm John from the Legacy team, and today I'm here with Tracy. He is the designer of Conversational CAM. And the question burning on everybody's mind is, what is Conversational CAM?
Yeah, what is Conversational CAM? Well, man, that's a loaded question because it does so many things and it's used in so many ways. But the main purpose was, when we first built our CNCs, we had an incredible turning center that could walk circles around anybody else, right?
Oh yeah.
Our adjustable bed and other features. There is no software that could program for that feature.
Yeah.
So the original Conversational CAM, which we now call Conversational CAM Essentials, was just to write programs that would take advantage of that adjustable bed. And it's grown into something more than that, other features and things, but dedicated toolpaths specifically for turning. So that's Conversational CAM Essentials. So the question is, why CCAM Pro, right?
Yes, that's the big question. What's the difference between CCAM and CCAM Pro?
Yeah, and that's exciting. This has been so much fun. But I'll tell you what it does do. First of all, it's designed for projects.
Okay.
So, for example, if you were to look at the display table, which is one of our onboarding projects that you can build, right?
Yeah.
It has legs that are turned between centers. Okay, so Conversational CAM, right? Takes advantage of the adjustable bed, all the things that we do is perfect. Okay, now I've got a rail that's got tenons on it.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so I had to go to another piece of software and write code to cut the tenons.
Yep.
Right? But now in Conversational CAM Pro, I've got this software that will generate those tenons inside here, specifically for the vertical workstation.
Okay.
Then I got the horizontal workstation, and I'm doing things in there as well. It's a complete project. Rather than try to program one part at a time individually and then keep track of all those individual codes, you program the entire project at once.
Okay.
It's very, very powerful.
So how many toolpath options does Conversational CAM Pro have?
Well, there's currently over 30, and we're adding more all the time.
Now, one of the coolest things that I see in Conversational CAM Pro is that 2D vector to a turning. Tell me about how that works.
Okay, this is exciting. So there's always been a challenge of how to use a 4-axis CNC like a lathe, right?
Yeah.
It does some things well, but not all things well, right? So we have a very specific option in our controller software that allows us to treat the A-axis, the 4th axis, independent of the other axes. It's kind of like turning the spindle on and then moving the machine. We can turn the spindle on and do this. So that leads us to a really cool feature that we can do. You use a CAD/CAM package, it doesn't matter what it is, right?
I prefer Aspire.
Okay, so let's say you're using Aspire.
Okay.
And you simply, instead of creating a model of what the turning is going to be and carving it, you just draw a 2D vector, just a 2D line that says, I want this shape. That's what I want.
I'm just outlining it.
Yeah, just outline it, not even the top and the bottom, just outline it, and then you save that G-code as a 2D toolpath. Now in Conversational CAM Pro, you simply import that toolpath, right? And it automatically converts it into a copy lathe. So now this functions like a copy lathe, just based on that 2D toolpath. Very, very simple and very fast. It's pretty awesome.
So you said these toolpaths were all optimized. What does that mean?
Well, the original toolpaths that were in Conversational CAM were pretty awesome. They took advantage of the features. But as we use it more and more, we want to optimize it to make it as fast and as efficient as possible.
Okay.
And a great example of this is a hollow spiral. If you've ever seen the hollow spiral candlestick, right?
Oh yeah, they're hard to program.
Because there's different elements. You have, of course, you turn it around and then you cut this spiral, typically 3 or 4 starts, whatever you want. So it's got this cool pattern, and then you got to pierce through to the center.
Yeah.
But you don't start in the same location. So there's a tremendous amount of math involved in exactly how do you get all of these toolpaths to line up.
Yep.
Now with one toolpath, the hollow spiral toolpath, all that math's done. You just say, I want to use this cutter to cut the spiral twist. I want to use this cutter to pierce through and cut to the center, and it takes care of it all for you automatically.
That is pretty optimized. That's phenomenal.
It's cool.
Holy cow. So tell me about importing other tool paths from other programs, like on the display table, for instance.
Yeah, when we talked about the 2D vector that we just generated a tool path for that, created the G-code.
Yep.
Okay, so in Conversational CAM now, let's say for example I'm doing something and I can't do everything inside Conversational CAM. It could be carving, it could be a 2D tool path, it could be something very unique, right?
Sure.
I still want to bring it into this project.
Okay.
So now I can say, just import that G-code that you created somewhere else, doesn't matter where.
Okay.
Just import it in, and now it can be used either independently like a standalone G-code program, but it's assembled into the entire project, right?
Okay.
So you don't have a code over here and a code over here and a code over there, created with different software. It's all organized. But then what if I want to take that and embed it into something that already uses toolpaths created in conversational CAM?
Okay.
An example would be the leg. I'm going to turn, I'm going to taper, I'm going to flute. But what if I want to carve a little medallion on the leg?
Ah, that's a good point.
Okay. Or what if I want to add the inlay into the tabletop of the display table?
Sure.
I do that I did Aspire. Could be CCAM Pro. Doesn't matter. Bring it in, I cut out the tabletop, I put that code in, and now it generates one G code that does everything for that part.
Tracy, I have taken up a lot of your time today, and I won't take up too much more, but I got 2 more questions for you.
Sure.
Okay, the first one is, how much does this powerful program cost? And secondly, who can get access to it?
A great question. The cost is simple. The $649 is probably the best value in the programming software you can get for a CNC.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's phenomenal. So $649, right? Now, here's the rub. Who can get access to it? Well, of course, obviously, anybody that owns a Legacy CNC, because we have the 3 workstations.
Yep. That's what it's built around.
So I get asked a lot, well, I don't own a Legacy CNC, I own a Brand X. Can I buy conversational CAM because it's so powerful and so awesome? And currently the answer is no. Yeah. Because there are very specific features and options that are only available because of our Delta controller and our CNC machine that just wouldn't work on any other CNC.
Thank you for your time again today, Tracy. Don't forget to check out our website, legacywoodworking.com. Give us a phone call with any questions. It's 801-491-0010, and we'll see you guys in the next one.